Well, it has finally happened. The prices farmers pay for fuel and fertilizer have risen so much that they would actually lose money by planting winter wheat. As This Week in Louisiana Agriculture's Avery Davidson shows us, almost 1 in 4 Louisiana farmers has canceled his grain contract for that staple spring crop.
Clayton Hurdle watches as the soybeans he's grown cascade into a tractor trailer. That truck will then take them to the local elevator where Hurdle will get a good return on the investment he made growing those beans. However, Hurdle cannot say the same about another crop he's normally busy planting at this time of year, winter wheat.
The cost has gotten so high on us, and the price of the elevator is not as friendly as it used to be with the negative basis. So there's quite a few people in the area that have either backed out of some of the wheat they were going to plant or not going to plant any at all.
Hurdle is not alone in his decision. Farm Bureau marketing specialist David Bollock says 1 in 4 farmers he deals with has canceled their contract for winter wheat.
Total cost of production of around $360 per acre. Now, if you take that as your cost and you do a little math here, let's just plug in a 50 bushel yield and let's plug in a $6 selling price, a net selling price, which we don't have right now. That's $300 gross return, and it costs you $360 to put it in. So even with what is today, I think, a better price than most people are expecting, it doesn't pencil out. And who wants to go plant a crop that when you put it in the ground already looks like you might lose money doing it?
Hurdle says the rising cost of fertilizer is a big part of the reason farmers would likely lose money by growing winter wheat.
A ton of potash in the fall last year was somewhere around $300 a ton. Right now we'd be paying $600. The urea that we put out on the wheat in the spring was $350 to $400 a ton. Right now we're looking at $800 to $1,000 a ton for that same product.
And the high cost of fertilizer is not the only thing stopping Hurdle from planting his wheat. He says the negative basis at the elevator, that's another major factor.
The basis on the wheat for the last year at our local elevator, and it's been around $1.50, $1.60 under, and I think they're usually the trendsetter, so whatever they are, most people around the state are usually even higher than that. So that's what we're faced with as far as the actual cash price that we receive for the wheat.
Normally, Hurdle would plant about 800 acres of wheat. This year, he's only going to grow a fourth of that.
So a lot of them are saying, look, it's not worth the trouble to plant this small amount. I'd rather just cancel it and forget about wheat this year. And that's going to happen throughout the South. You're going to see, I think, a big drop in winter wheat acreage throughout the South, as opposed to the last 2 years where it was very popular.
So until prices become more favorable, this little grain celebrity will continue to wither before it's even planted. In Iberville Parish, I'm Avery Davidson for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture.
Clayton Hurdle says he will still plant a few acres of winter wheat, but only on the land he's leasing.